Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to season 3, episode 7 of The Mandalorian, or chapter 23. Next week, I think, is the finale. Should be, at least. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this episode. I know people were still hating on last week's episode with Jack Black, Lizzo, and Christopher Lord, saying that it was too weird and didn't fit within the Mandalorian series, which I get a little bit, but the way I thought of it was, which I've never fully watched Clone Wars, but it seemed like an episode kind of pulled straight from Clone Wars, with its weird and unique style that they do for a few of the episodes that I have seen from the first season of Clone Wars. But yeah. I don't know why people were hating on that episode so much. I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. Watching my reaction while editing it, I still enjoyed the episode. Yeah, I don't know why I got so much hate, but let's see how this episode is. So starting out with a futuristic city already. Huh? Sort of like forget that other movie. Sort of like the game Cyberpunk. You know? I forget the name of that movie that I'm trying to think of.
Report. And make it quick, as I am short on time.
Sir, I'm afraid the pirates have run into trouble on Navarro. Magistrate Cargo was aided by Mandalorians.
Which Mandalorians?
So she still is in contact with Moff Gideon, and he has been reporting everything back to him. Wonder if it'll explain who helped him escape, because still been questioning that since episode 5, the end of episode 5. Giancarlo Esposito fits this role very well, though. He is menacing. I've never played Far Cry 6, but he looked menacing in that, from what I've seen too.
The New Republic will increase their efforts to hunt us down.
There are citizens loyal to the Empire on every planet in this galaxy.
Captain Pelion, you always speak with much authority. And yet, I see that Grand Admiral Thrawn is missing from your delegation. Perhaps it's time we look to new leadership.
What kind of new leadership? Huh?
Dr. Pershing was captured by the New Republic. His research is lost. For now.
Was he captured? Or was he willing to go? Because he seemed pretty willing to go to the New Republic and help.
We already received your request. 3 Praetorian guards. Reinforcements for your TIE Interceptor Squadron.
And bombers.
And what is your security concern?
Mandalorians. They're coming for your ass.
I am increasingly confident that they are preparing to retake their home world of Mandalore.
Yep. And they will.
We shall be rid of the Mandalorians once and for all.
Nah. Great intro though. It was great seeing Moff Gideon again. Still didn't explain who helped him and why we saw Beskar in his ship. Like in the ship that he was being held captive in.
First, that's a light cruiser, and second, it's not Imperial.
With apologies, sir. According to my data, it is.
I'll bet you half that fleet was captured from the Empire.
So, they're on our side then?
I should hope so.
Mandalorians. Good to see that they're all coming back.
I hope these two groups get along. They've never met. And what little they know of each other, they hate.
They will if they want to survive.
Well, they'll just have to learn to open up and learn each other's ways, you know? Because this is the way. People just need to learn to open up to others and others' beliefs and way of life.
Take the children inside.
I guess Grogu's not a child. Grogu has seen enough. You know, I think he can handle himself.
Welcome, fellow Mandalorians. We invite you to make camp.
Mando!
Grief Karga.
Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back.
It's not like we didn't see him the last 2 episodes. Or all season for that matter. Although, I'm sure there is like huge time gaps when, like between each episode. I know there is between the seasons. Hey, Babu Freak.
Do you like him?
Do I like him?
Well, the Anzellan stripped IG down to his base motor functions. They removed his memory circuit. The pilot provides cognition.
Yes.
Think of it this way. It's more like a vehicle. But let's see if he fits.
Hey, Grogu controlling IG-11 or IG-12. That'd be pretty cool.
So what do you think?
Grogu is too young to operate heavy machinery. Maybe when he's older.
No.
I think he's saying he's old enough to operate it.
Yes.
And it gives Grogu a way to speak. This is the moment I've been waiting for, dude.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. They need more buttons so he can actually speak.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What are you doing? Stop. Grogu. No. You have to pay for those. No.
Yes.
Hey, Grogu.
No.
Give it.
No.
Uh-oh. Grogu's in trouble now. He's in timeout. He better be put in timeout. Not listening to his daddy. They just gonna stare at each other all night?
Mandalorians, it is time to retake our homeworld. Even though the planet is not cursed, there are still dangers. Which is why I'm proposing that we leave Navarro and move the fleet into orbit above Mandalore. We'll scout the surface, find out what remains of the Great Forge, and establish a safe perimeter.
Sounds like a good plan, actually. That's the only way to get them to work together.
I will go.
Mando, you're always looking for a fight. I don't think you needed to tell her that you were going. I think she already knew that you were going to be going.
I will go.
I will go.
I will go. This is the way.
Go. I will go as well.
Oh, the armor is going to go too. Nice. We're all going back to Mandalore. This is great.
It's worse than I thought.
I was here when it happened.
I love that Grogu's just riding around in IG-12 now. He doesn't have to have his crib or anything anymore, or his pod. Alright. Well, they made it to Mandalore. Now I wonder what trouble they're gonna get into.
We'll survey the surface until we find the forge and create a safety zone. Only then will we begin to bring down the settlers. We start scouting in that direction.
It's so great seeing IG-11 back, even if he's being controlled by Grogu now. What the heck is that? Oh, that is a ship. Have there been pirates on Mandalore?
They're Mandalorians.
Is that the voice of Lady Bo-Katan Creed?
So there has been people living on Mandalore.
They bombed every surface twice over. They punished us because we refused to surrender.
That's not true. I did surrender. The ISB had reached out to me to negotiate a ceasefire. All remaining cities and Mandalorian lives were to be spared.
So she didn't trust him. He got the Darksaber. He then betrayed her and killed pretty much everyone on Mandalore.
We were hidden on the moon of Concordia.
Are you Death Watch?
Death Watch exists no longer.
Now they're all back together on Mandalore, and they're all going to whoop Moff Gideon's ass. Dude, they're all going to whoop his ass. And I hope his little sidekick, I can't ever think of her name, but she deserves an ass whooping too for what she did with Dr. Pershing. It's not all your fault, Bo-Katan. Like, you didn't know he was going to betray. You should have. I mean, every bad guy does, but it's not completely your fault.
Isn't that our history? For thousands of years, we have been on the verge of extinction, and for thousands of years, we have survived. I only know of this weapon what you taught me. What means more to me is honor and loyalty.
You're very loyal. You're a good friend. And you've saved Din several times. So you are a perfect leader for the Mandalorians.
We must return to the gauntlet, and I will ferry them back to the fleet in the morning.
Agreed. Those of you who are well enough can join us in the search for the Great Forge.
We can bring you there.
They know where the forge is. Well, I'm glad they found them. I'm glad they found these guys. And the people that were injured are now going to get help. Now let's just hope that Moff Gideon doesn't find them before they can find the forge and set a barrier, a safety barrier. Oh. What are they playing?
You can't move an enforcer like that.
It's a flight jump, and you're about to submit.
Oh my gosh, you're taking it that serious?
Primitives make up their own rules for everything.
Just a game.
Submit or fight.
It was bound to happen. Come on, just submit to him. Just a game.
No,
No, no, no, no, no, no.
You taught your apprentice well.
You didn't learn that from me.
I loved his little nod.
Prepare to receive rescued survivors in need of medical attention.
Copy, Gauntlet.
Something's gonna happen though. Moff Gideon's gonna be somewhere. What is that? Looks like a dinosaur. The armor better hurry up. Come to the rescue.
Where are we?
This is what's left of the Great Forge.
You lived here?
We all did.
We never left. Survived by migrating along the surface till the war ended.
Those aren't Mandalorians.
Imperials with Beskar, huh? That's a game changer.
We need backup. I can make a run for the fleet and get us reinforcements!
No! Too far!
I can make it! It's our only shot at taking the planet back!
There's a split in the ceiling there.
That's a lot of Imperials. Ooh, nice. Kick him off the cliff. Stab the other guy, shoot that guy. Yep. Shoot him down with a machine gun.
Advance!
For Mandalore.
You've got to keep up. I bet that was a beautiful rendition. Oh my.
What is this place?
Now they're stuck. And Din's out there all on his own. Come on, Din. Come on, Din. Uh-oh. Kidding. Oh, I like that helmet. The purple tint. I guess that's kind of maroonish.
You were a talented people, but your time has passed. Mandalore will live on in me, forged from Beskar alloy.
Yeah, we can see that. You don't have to tell us.
You see, every society has something to offer. The cloners, the Jedi, and even the Mandalorians. By aggregating the best of each, I will create an army that will bring order to the galaxy. Activate the interceptors and bombers.
Oh no. Oh no. They're gonna take out the whole fleet of Mandalorians.
In but a few moments, the purge of Mandalore will...
Is this the finale? This feels like the finale.
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
This can't be the finale though. They've got to come back.
Let's skip the pleasantry, shall we? I believe this is the part where you return the Darksaber to its rightful owner.
It's already in the rightful owner's hands.
Surrender the Darksaber and tell these people that this planet is mine.
Everyone move out. Move out.
I'll cover the rear.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Grogu being in there with him.
We're clear. Fall back.
Come on, Paz Vizsla. Don't sacrifice yourself. Oh no.
There are too many.
No.
No. You could have made it with them, Paz Vizsla. You could have made it. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, just throw him off. Yep. Yeah. I knew that would happen. But Moff Gideon's still there. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not Moff Gideon. It's the Red Squadron. I don't remember the name of the Red Squadron. Oh no. Ouch. Ooh. Paz Vizsla's dead. Dang, dude. You didn't have to sacrifice yourself like that. You did put up a tough fight, though. You did knock out all the normal troopers. Dang. And that's how they're gonna end the episode. They're not even gonna end with the Mandalorian theme. Oh wait, maybe they did. I just couldn't hear it. I think it is the Mandalorian theme. It's just quieter. Dang. Can't believe they ended like that. That can't be the finale though. Yeah, we've still got one more. I never did get the name of this episode. What was the title for this one? The Spies is the title for chapter 23. Praetorian Guards are what the red guys are called. I got you. The Red Squadron, Praetorian Guards is what they're called. Wow. What an episode. That was much longer than all the other ones. Oh no, never mind. Episode 3, The Convert, was longer. It just felt like a really long episode. Maybe it's because my GoPro died halfway through and I had to wait and charge it a bit before I continue on. Maybe that was why it felt like it was a longer episode. I don't know. But that was a great episode. Can't wait for next week for the finale to see how they make it out of this alive, because it just seems like Moff Gideon has them surrounded now. So I don't know how they're gonna make that out alive, but we're gonna see what happens in the next finale, or in the next episode, which is the finale. But wow, the tone and the setting of this episode was way different than last week's episode. This was the episode that I thought we were going to get last week. Or at least some of it. I wasn't expecting last week's episode at all. Not hating on it at all. I loved the episode. It was very unique. It was a very unique tone. And I love that for that episode. Like, I loved that episode, but very different setting than what we got this week. This episode was pretty dark, but we did get a few light moments, like Grief Karga giving Grogu IG-12, where he doesn't have to float around in his pod crib thing any longer. He can walk around in the IG-11 until he grows up and gets better at walking and hopping around like Yoda did. Until then, he can just ride around in IG-12, which phenomenal idea, brilliant. Yeah, props to whoever came up with that idea for Grogu to ride around in IG-12. And then of course all the Mandalorians coming back together, even though they get trapped by Moff Gideon and Paz Vizsla dies at the end. We still got all the Mandalorians coming back together onto Mandalore, which is what I was expecting and hoping for the end of the series. Yeah, this is everything I was hoping for, dude, and I cannot wait for the finale. I'm trying to think of everything that actually happened in this episode because it was just a lot. I think I'm just gonna get on here and kind of skim through the episode. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, and it never did come back to Moff Gideon's helper assistant thing. Like, she showed up in the beginning where she was giving Moff Gideon all the details about the New Republic, but I never did come back to her. So we'll most likely see what happens to her next episode. I'm sure she's gonna get found out by the New Republic eventually. And then yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode. Was this them exploring and meeting other Mandalorians, meeting up on Mandalore, and then getting trapped by Moff Gideon. That was the whole episode. And somehow they spent 53 minutes telling that story. It was a lot of deep conversations between the Mandalorians. Really. That was a lot of this episode, was just conversation between different Mandalorians, and then between Moff Gideon and like the Dark Council, or Moff Gideon and his second in command, or whatever you want to call her, and then him just capturing and talking to the Mandalorians and killing Paz Vizsla. Yeah, so just looking through the episode list we have here between like all the episodes of season 3, I think my two favorite ones are probably either the Mines of Mandalore, where they actually get to go explore Mandalore, and like we get a deeper explanation of what actually happened on Mandalore, and that's when Bo-Katan and the armor finally meet, like at the end of that episode. So that, and this episode where they actually get to explore Mandalore a little bit and meet up with the other Mandalorians. Yeah, those are probably my two favorite episodes, which they both take place on Mandalore. But we've been building up to this. I mean, the show is called Mandalorian, for God's sake, and we don't get a lot of story on Mandalore. So like, it's been a long time coming, and I'm excited that we're finally back on Mandalore. But this whole episode was just shot really beautiful. The sound design, it it was good. It was great. It was very beautiful and gorgeous the way they outlined and just set this entire episode. Like I said, the tone is very different than last week's episode. The visuals are also very stunningly done. Like that, the whole fight sequence at the end with Moff Gideon and the red guys, which I forgot their names already, even though I just looked it up at the beginning of this review. I forgot their names already. I'm very bad with all the names of the Star Wars stuff. Marvel, I could tell you. Star Wars, yeah, I lose track of all the names in Star Wars. For most of them, at least. But yeah, this episode was all just visually stunningly beautiful. The way it was shot and put together. I don't know who directed this episode, actually. This week's episode and next week's episode, the finale, are both directed by Rick Famuyiwa? Famuyiwa? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. It's a weird spelling. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he directed this episode, and he directs he directed next week's finale, which I can't. If the same director who directed this also directed next week's finale, I'm stoked for that. Yeah, I'm super stoked for that. Because if the same director who directed this episode directed next week's episode, yeah, that's gonna be fucking great, dude. The director is so fucking brilliant. This was a stunning episode, but I think I'm gonna have to end the review there because my camera keeps shutting off. But I love this episode. The director was great. The cinematography was great, the visual effects, the audio design, everything about this episode was great. And I cannot wait for the finale. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Look out for my other reactions for either Mandalorian or like any movie and trailer reactions that I post. Please think about liking this video or subscribing to my channel so you can be notified when I post new reactions or watch alongs. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Alright, bye bye.